Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I decided to film this look. I'm actually getting ready to go out again. Don't know if I'm going to call this a get ready with me or just like a makeup tutorial, but if you want to see how to get this look, please keep watching.
Okay, so first things first, I'm going to apply primer, and I'm going to be going in with the Givenchy primer, which is also acts as a color corrector, and I'm going to put that on my cheeks, and I'm also going to go in with my Becca primer to help with my oils on my face, to mattify me. So then I'm going to fill in my brows and using the Anastasia Brow Wiz, and I'm going to apply the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation and Concealer. This stuff is awesome, it's full coverage, and I'm just going to apply that with a damp beauty blender because I feel like the beauty blender gives me a really nice airbrushed finish. So I'm just going to apply a light layer of this all over my skin, and you only need a little bit because it's very full coverage. Then I'm going to go in with my Nars concealer and my Sephora concealer. I'm using the Nars concealer first in the shade Honey, and I'm going to blend it out with a beauty blender, and this is going to act as the color corrector to cancel out my dark circles. And then over top of that, I'm going to layer the Sephora Gel Serum Concealer in a couple shades lighter than my skin tone, and this is just going to help highlight the under eye, and I'm just applying that in a upside down triangle under my eyes. And I like using a damp beauty blender to blend out my concealer because it will soak up any excess product that was left under my eyes because I can be a little bit heavy-handed. And I'm going to take that same concealer down the center of my face just to add to that highlight. And then I'm going to bake using the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder, and I'm going to apply that under my eyes. And then I'm going to go in with the foundation I used on my face, and I'm going to bring that down my neck a little bit just so I don't have a foundation line. Now I am going to take a powder brush from this Morphe 686 brush set, which is literally incredible. It is amazing. And I'm going to dust away the excess powder under my eyes, and I'm going to add some more translucent setting powder, I cannot talk today, to my face just so that my bronzer and all the other face products I will be using do not stick to my foundation. And these brushes are so soft, they are amazing. And now I'm taking this angled brush from the set, and I'm going to use my Nars Laguna bronzer per usual, and I'm just going to put this on the places where the sun would naturally hit my face. So I'm going to put this on my cheekbones, my temples, my forehead, and my jawline. And then over top of it, I'm going to layer the Hoola bronzer by Benefit because this stuff is amazing and it's beautiful and it's matte, so it just looks really natural on the skin. And I'm just applying that with the same bronzer brush that I used for the Laguna bronzer. And now I'm going in with a little contour brush from the set and the Anastasia contour powder in the shade Fawn, and I'm going to lightly chisel out my cheekbones, and I'm going to bring that a little bit onto the temples and to the jawline just to carve out my face a little bit. I'm taking that same bronzer brush and I'm wiping it off a little bit so that there's no excess product, and I'm going to take NARS blush in Final Cut and apply that to my cheeks. Now I'm going to take this amazing fan brush. This is literally my reaction. It just buffs your highlighter on so nicely, and I'm going to take Mary Lou by the Balm, and I'm going to apply that to the high points of my face. Next, I'm going in with my clear brow gel from Anastasia, and I'm going to set my brows down, and then I'm going to prime using the Benefit Stay Don't Stray eye primer, and I'm just going to apply that with my finger, and it warms up the product, and I'm just going to apply that and blend it all over the lid up to the brow bone. Now I'm going to take a new Morphe palette, it's the 35K palette, and I'm going to take a white eyeshadow and I'm going to set down the primer that I put on my eyes so none of my eyeshadows crease or like stick to my eyes. And then I'm going to take a light brown shadow from the palette. I'm going to apply this in the crease to act as a transition color. And then I'm just blending that out with a crease brush from the same brush set. Most of the brushes I'm using today will be from this brush set that I got. And then I'm going to take a little bit of a warmer brown and I'm going to put this in my outer corner just to start building some definition, and I'm going to blend that onto the lid and into the crease a little bit just so that there aren't any harsh lines and everything looks nice and smooth. And then once I'm done blending that color out, I'm going to go in with a little bit of a darker brown, and this brush I think is actually a concealer brush, but it fit perfectly in my outer corner and it allowed me to blend nicely, so I'm using it anyways, and I'm just building up that depth in the outer corner just to add some definition to the eyes. And then I'm going to go in once again with a darker color and a little bit of a smaller shader brush from the brush set, and I'm going to just build this color in the outer corner. And then I'm going to take this cool toned shimmery shadow and I'm going to put this in the inner corner to the inner half of my eyelid. And then I realized I really didn't like the combination of that cool tone with that warm tone color. So I'm just taking that same gray tone, cool shimmery shade, and I'm putting it all over the lid and covering that brown in the outer corner. And then once I'm happy with the pigment of the color on the lids, I'm going to go in with this darker cool tone shadow, and I'm going to place it in the outer corner to add to the depth of the look. And I like the combination of these two cooler tone shadows together better. So I'm just going to apply this, and I'm going to build up on that depth. And then I'm going to take that blending brush we used earlier in the video from the set, and I'm going to blend out the crease so there's no harsh lines. And now I'm taking the Makeup Geek Sparkler in the shade Light Year and some glitter glue, and I'm applying this to the inner corner of my eyelid to add a pop to the look. This pigment did come out a little more pink than I originally thought it was going to show up. But even though it was a little more pink than I expected, it still did add a nice pop of lightness to the inner corner, which is what I wanted. And then I applied wing liner off camera. I used the Kat Von D Trooper liner, and then I added a little bit more of that darkness to the outer corner to add some drama to the look. And then I took this light shade from the palette and I used it to highlight my brow bone in my inner corner. And now I'm curling my lashes with my Sephora lash curler, and I'm adding my Clinique mascara to my lashes. And I'm just doing a quick coat because I am going to add falsies. Also, if you guys have any mascara recommendations, whether it be drugstore or high-end, please let me know in the comments because I'm really interested in trying a new mascara just because I've been using this one for such a long time. And now I'm tightlining using my Nars eyeliner. And now I'm adding false lashes. These are the Ardell 120s, and they're super natural, but they do add a nice little wispiness to your eyelashes, and I really like them, and they're from the drugstore, so that's always good. And then I'm going to line my lower waterline using my Nars eyeliner, and I'm going to take this shadow that we used on the outer corner, and I'm going to buff it on my lower lash line, and then I'm going to also blend it out using those two shadows so it's not too harsh. And now I'm going to take the Clinique Lower Lash Mascara, and I'm just going to add a light coat to my lower lashes, and then I'm going to go in with the Balms Mary Luminizer, and I'm going to add that to my inner corner and under my brow bone just to add a little bit of a brighter look to those areas. And also using this shade will pull in the look because we also used it on our cheekbones. And then I'm going to go in with this nude lipstick from Sephora. It's one of my favorites in my collection, and I'm going to apply an Urban Decay lip gloss over top of it in the shade Naked. And then lastly, I'm going to set my face with the Kat Von D setting spray.
Okay, so this is the completed look. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Click the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future videos, and leave a comment below on what you want to see next. Coming from there. Oh my god, there's people outside. And my window's open because the air conditioning's broken. I got the goods. So if you liked it, please give it a thumb up.